I always do that. Good evening. Yeah, you come up here too. Yeah, adorable. We'll call the meeting of the Springfield Apartment Zone student reps to order. And again, from Superintendent Dr. and all school committee members, we wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy Hanukkah, and a joyous New Year. So, with that, we have John J. Duggan Academy Middle School. Gabriela Torres is here. I didn't see. And Madam Principal April Robinson. Thank you, April, very, very much. Say hi to your mom. Gabriela, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. The podium is yours.
Good evening, Mayor Osano and Superintendent Knoll and esteemed members of the school committee. My name is Gabriela Torres, but you can call me Gabby. I'm so happy to represent my amazing school, Duggan Academy. Duggan is very welcoming and supportive to every student that walks through those doors. As a sixth grader, I have come to realize Duggan offers many new and exciting opportunities for each student. At Duggan Academy, we have something called enrichments where people volunteer to come into the school to teach a variety of things you might want to learn or know about. Before we go into enrichments, our Dean of Culture creates a fun environment of music, games, and fun. This week, students received awards for their achievements in the first half of the school year. I may have received one or two. For enrichment, I am in Food Smart. In Food Smart, we are taught a lesson of how to cook and get into groups and practice the recipe, and then after we cook, we eat the food that we made. The pancakes are the best, I'm being honest. Who doesn't love pancakes? Duggan also has opportunities for students to be involved in after-school activities. I'm interested in joining my cousin, who will be a senior in the cheerleading team next year. In our hallways and classrooms, we have amazing teachers that want to help us and improve our academic performance. As a sixth grader who was quite nervous before I arrived, the positive atmosphere has helped me settle in and feel more comfortable. My teachers and administrators always keep the positive attitude, and it creates a domino effect on us students. The first few months of being a Jayhawk have been the best. I'm excited to see what else is in store for me at Duggan. Lastly, but certainly not least, I would like to wish everyone a happy holiday break, and remember, work hard, be nice, and let's get going. Thank you.
Good job, Gabby. Way to go. I know you made your family and Principal Robinson very proud. John J. Duggan Academy High School is here, and Kobe Nee. If I say it wrong, please correct me. A senior, 12th grader, and of course, Madam Principal April Robinson. So, Kobe, come on down. Kobe, how do you pronounce your last name?
Nee.
Nee. I was sort of close.
Good evening, Mayor Sarno, Superintendent Dr. Denal, and school committee members. My name is Kobe, and I'm representing John Duggan. I grew up in Springfield and lived here all my life. I went to Indian Orchard Elementary School. For middle school and high school, I've been at Duggan. It means a lot to me that I have the opportunity to speak in front of you this evening and represent not only my school, but also my family. Being a part of Springfield community extends to my whole family because my parents own and operated a business in Springfield for the past 2 decades. With confidence, I can say I am truly satisfied with my time at Duggan, especially during high school with all the great opportunities the school provides. I am currently a senior and am fortunate that I already have my future prepared. It all started in my junior year when my guidance counselor introduced scholarship opportunities and I began my FAFSA application. Thankfully, with that preparation, I was able to begin applying to higher education institutions as soon as I began my senior year. I've applied to 20 different colleges and universities. Western New England, UMass Amherst, and Westfield State are just a few of those that I applied to. Recently at Duggan, we had an MCAC event where all seniors took advantage of getting offers from the many colleges that attended. Thanks to Duggan's partnership with Gear Up and the support from administration and guidance, I was able to talk to several admission officers, but was most impressed with Western New England University. Even though this experience is anxiety-producing, it was even more frightening speaking to admission officers directly on that day because, well, money was on the line. Overall, it was a professional interview that I had not experienced anywhere else. Although I was accepted to both Westfield and Western New England, on the spot, I was very excited to receive a full ride to Western New England University's engineering program.
Excellent, Colby.
I have to say, my parents are pretty excited too. I am still applying to several other colleges and waiting to receive offers, but I have received over $500,000 in scholarship so far, and there is the possibility of more to come. While I have yet to make a final decision, I appreciate the chance that I had here tonight to acknowledge and thank the people in Springfield who have supported me throughout my academic years. Thank you.
Nice job, Colby. Thank you. Congrats. Okay, John F. Kennedy is in the house, middle school. Josiah Williams, 8th grader, is here. And Principal Jareen Blissett, and I see Sully too. Principal Sullivan's here too. So, Josiah, come on down.
It's a little hot up here, man. Good evening, Mayor Sarno, Superintendent Dr. Denal, school committee members, honored guests, teachers, staff, families, and friends. My name is Josiah Williams, and I hope everyone's having a great night tonight. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today. I'm here to share my experience at JFK Middle School, and trust me, it didn't start off great. The first time I heard I was going to JFK, I completely freaked out. I remember telling my dad, please don't let me go. I reacted that way because I heard a lot of the negative things about the school, and honestly, it scared me. All I could think about were the bad stories, but not the possibilities. But then my dad looked at me and told me in so many words that change is the formula for success. At the time, I didn't really want to hear that, but he was right. On my first day at Kennedy, I decided to take my dad's words seriously. I told myself that this school could be a place full of opportunities, and I carried that mindset with me through the 6th grade. As a new student, I definitely wasn't perfect. I made mistakes, plenty of them, but instead of giving up on me, the school gave me chances. JFK allowed me to be myself. It pushed me to step outside of my comfort zone, something I didn't want to do. It encouraged me to try new things, meet new people, and believe in myself more than I did before. But most importantly, JFK gave me hope for the future. Now that I'm in 8th grade, I can really see how much Kennedy has helped me shape who I am today. This school didn't just help me grow academically, it helped me grow mentally and personally as well. The teachers and staff at JFK have guided me, pushed me through challenges, and supported me when things felt overwhelming. There were moments when school felt hard, really hard, but there was always somebody there encouraging me not to quit. So because of that, I've learned how to keep climbing, keep striving, and keep aiming for the top. JFK Middle School will always have a special place in my heart. The lessons I've learned will stay with me, not just in my mind, but in my character. I walked in scared, but now I'm walking out stronger, more confident, and ready for what's next. Thank you for listening, and thank you, JFK, for believing in me. Good night.
Josiah, nice job. Good job, Josiah. Good job. Good job. Okay, Van Sickle Academy's in the house. I see Bobby Francesca and AP Ronnie McCoy's here, and Chiro, pronounce that. Matthias, the 4th, 7th grader. come on down. How do you pronounce your first name? I want to make sure I get it right.
Hyro.
Hyro, okay. Hyro's a seventh grader, and then you got the baker next to you over there too.
Good evening,
Go ahead,
Mayor Sarno.
Principal Francesca.
Good evening, Mayor Sarno, Superintendent Denal, members of the school committee. Before we get started with our students, we have a fantastic presentation for you. I was at a faculty meeting this week, and one of my fantastic teachers, Ms. Grimaldi, is part of our life skills program, heard about we were coming down to speak. And years ago, we installed a state-of-the-art kitchen at Van Sickle Academy with our ESSER money. And being Italian, she's been baking cookies the last few weeks. She said, I have the perfect gift for our members this evening. So her and her students, this is Hector Fernandez,
I met Hector.
working very hard this week, and they've been baking and baking. So Hector's been excited when he heard about school committee to come down. He wants to present you all some cookies tonight. So if you don't mind,
Thank you, Hector.
treat for you.
Giselle, did you make the anisette cookies or what?
Unfortunately, no, we made American cookies. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, we appreciate that. Hector, way to go. Oh, very nice. Thank you. Okay, thank you. They're not poison. This kid's got moxie here. I like it. Giselle, tante grazie. Thank you, my dear.
I teach him peasant food, like my mother used to make.
Yeah, it's gourmet food when you go out to restaurants now. Some in Italy, they say it was always peasant food. Hector, way to go, my man.
Good job, Hector.
Oh, Denise is gonna come. We'll take one more. Thank you. And
We like gifts like this.
and Hector, you baked he baked these, right? Very good.
Remember the cookies we had the other day?
Thank you. Thank you, Hector. That's really nice. By the way, I want to, Bobby Francesca and his crew have done a great job moving Van Sickle forward. And you guys got some sharp sweatshirts there, too. So, Mr. Matthias, you want to come up first? Seventh grader, Van Sickle Academy.
Hello, Mayor Sarno and honorable members of the school committee. My name is Howard Matias IV, and I am a seventh grader at Van Sickle Academy. My experience at Van Sickle Academy so far has been good, and I feel like this year is even better. What I like about the school is how some of the teachers teach. They take their time to explain the lesson, making sure we really understand what's being asked of us to show that we are mastering what we are learning. I believe this is important so we can build up our base as the year goes by. Some changes I would like to see in the school are the lunch menu. So Dexto comes in to get our opinions about school lunches. So we fill out the surveys, but I don't see the changes taking effect. I like that the district asks our opinion on the foods they serve. I just wish to see the changes put into practice quicker. Things I have practiced at Van Sickle Academy, things I have participated in at Van Sickle Academy are the sports, clubs, and field trips. The sports I have participated in so far is volleyball, but the school does give us the chance to play soccer, basketball, and volleyball. The clubs at the school that I like are workout, art club, and flag football. The field trips the school does for the students are Interstate 91, bowling, and the movie theaters, which is part of PBIS. Everyone has a chance to participate based on several factors that are known by all students. My plan for the rest of the year is to work hard, be kind, get smarter. Thank you for allowing me this chance to speak to all of you.
Nice job, you guys. Thank you very much. Okay, Van Sickle Academy is once again in the house. And Carl Pierre, a seventh grader. Come on down, Carl. You got a little pep talk there. I see that. I know you're going to do well.
Hello. Bonjour, magistrat Sarno, superintendent Denal, ak membre distingué comité l'école là. Non, moi c'est Carl Pierre et moi sorti en Haiti. I currently go to Vansville Academy and I am a seventh grader. My experience has gotten better each year. Vansville has given me an opportunity to express my identity and my culture. All of my teachers encourage us to be open to new things, where others are from, what their religion or language can teach us while always supporting what makes us different and unique. Our differences help us stand out, but also add to our community, making us stronger together. School has taught me many things. The most important thing of all, in my opinion, when it comes to academics is math. Math is a language all on its own and helps to connect us. Math is math, no matter who you are or where you come from. This quarter, I am learning about adding integers, which has been hard, but since I have a teacher that helps me understand every step and takes her time to teach the class, I am feeling confident in my ability to meet this challenge. I also like the teachers. I thought that going to a new school was not for me. I thought I would not make friends or be able to find the right teachers. I was wrong. Going to Vansville was one of the best choices I have made. I have met new people from around the world and have learned many things from my teachers and from my friends. They have helped me grow more as a student, as a friend, and as a person. I wanted to take the occasion to ask the school committee about expanding middle school sports. We currently have soccer, basketball, and volleyball, which I am thankful for. I participated in soccer this season. However, I would really like to have a baseball team. Every chance we as students get to take part in extracurricular activities helps us to connect to our school community. This year is going by quickly. I hope to continue to have the success in and outside the classroom. Merci parce que vous permettez moi gain opportunité ça pour me parler avec nous tous.
Nice job. Nice job, Carl. Nice job. Van Sickle Prep is in the house. Honesty Smith, a seventh grader, and Bobby Francesca, and the speedster, high school commerce grad, AP Mark Gomes is also here. He could fly, man. He track star. Hi, Honesty. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, you're gonna do fine. Dude. You'll do fine.
Okay. Greetings, Mayor Sarno and administration. My name is Honesty Smith, and I am a seventh grade student at Van Sickle Prep Middle School. My role as a student at Van Sickle contains my hard work, my perseverance, and dedication towards my school and peers academically. As a first honors student, I am an active learner and active listener and responsible learner. Van Sickle has taught me many life skills in so many different ways. For example, the town hall meetings. The town hall meetings are made to inform students about where their expectations need to be and what spot they need to gain in. In the town hall meetings, you are also allowed to give your own opinion on what you do and don't like. During these town hall meetings, they also teach us about discipline, fairness, equality, respect, kindness, dignity, and more. The principals and assistant principals, Mr. Francesca, Dr. Gomes, and Mr. McCoy, are uplifting, caring, and secure. They teach us about the important steps that students will need to get through in order to be better in life and at school. They give us many academic and energetic after-school activities, including art clubs, tutoring, soccer, basketball, cheerleading, school dances, and lots more. They have taught me not to give up on things that I may not want to complete. The soon-to-be 2 years that I have been in Van Sickle, I've personally loved every second of it. During these 2 years, I have had ups and downs, days where I wanted to go to school and didn't, days where I loved classes and didn't even want to step into those classes, but I never stopped what I was doing and loved the most. The high school that I would want to attend once I hit 9th grade is Springfield Central High School because it is known for its high standards and produced famous figures. I have heard lots of good things about this high school and would like to have an amazing experience in this school. One of One of my favorite teachers in Van Sickle is Ms. Burke. I love Ms. Burke because her work is understandable and she makes learning fun. She also grants us with prizes if we get all our work done and participate in activities around the classroom. My favorite subjects in school are history and science. History teaches me about crucial lessons from past successes and failures to help us navigate the future. Empathy and informed citizenship, revealing patterns in human behavior and the consequences of decisions. Science has taught me about the nat, natural
You're doing fine.
world, the quality of life, technology, creativity, and collaboration. Science has also taught me about the understanding of the universe. Again, my name is Anna C. Smith, and I am a seventh grader at Van Sickle Prep Middle School, and thank you for allowing me to participate in today's school committee meeting. Oh, and when the time comes, please consider me to join the school committee as the high school student rep.
Okay, Honesty. Good job. Good job, Honesty. Good job, Honesty. Good job. Van Sickle also participated in our golf program we had over the summer at Fundin, and Sierra Speller, the great anchor of 22 News, a donation in her father's memory. Yeah, they had a good time. Good time. Okay, to close it out, it's Van Sickle Prep. Eliana Reyes is here, 8th grade. Eliana, the podium is yours.
Greetings, Mayor Sarno, Superintendent Denal, and all school committee members. Hi, I'm Ileana Reyes, an 8th grader at Van Sickle Prep. I've had many experiences at my school. For example, the fun field trips, the projects, the dances, and participating in sports. After almost 3 years at Van Sickle and coming to school every day, it was worth it. I realize about myself that I take my education seriously and want the best future for me, and Van Sickle helps and preps me for that. The City Hall meetings and PBIS events motivates me and pushes me to try my hardest and put my best effort in my work, and also motivates me to come to school every day. At Van Sickle Prep, I've also had learning experiences as well. Like when I participated in soccer, I learned to keep going and keep trying when I'm not as good at something. At Van Sickle, I've certainly had my ups and improved from my downs, and this school is the best for me. One of my favorite field trips was to Westfield State University. For me, it made me think of my future and how if I do my best in middle school and high school, that I would end up in a good college like Westfield. My favorite project I did was when I was in 7th grade. Me and my group had to make a roller coaster. At that time, I felt like if I didn't do something my way, that it was like done incorrectly. So when I had to do the project, I had very low hopes. But as the project progressed, I realized that working with other people wasn't as bad as I thought if I shared my ideas and thoughts. After the project, I learned to work with others and to communicate better. This school has taught me many important lessons and made me a better person. Going to Van Sickle Prep Middle School has definitely been my favorite part of my life, and I wish for any kid at elementary school to come to this school.
Nice job, everyone. Thank you. Nice job. Your young students all did a great job, and thank you to all the administrators and teachers. That's reflected, and the family members. That's important. So, with that, that concludes the Springfield Empowerment Zone Speak Out. We'll take a recess to our regularly scheduled meeting at 6:30. You're more than welcome to stay. If not, have a great evening, and God bless. Good evening. We'll call the meeting to order. It's on. It's on.
You know the kind, huh?
Good evening. We'll call the meeting to order. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Here.
Attorney Murphy. Mr. Collins.
Here.
Ms. Gresham. Ms. Hurst. Absent. Ms. Ronaler.
Present.
Mayor Sarno.
President, if we could all please rise for a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
And on behalf of Superintendent Dr. Denal and the school committee members, we wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and a joyous, successful New Year. We are joined by our student rep, Alexandra Rivera from Central High School. Alexandra, we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Matt.
School committee woman-elect Rosa Valentin is here also, too. School committee-elect Diana Crawford is also here. Okay, we'll move into section 2, approval of the minutes. Vote to approve the minutes of the school committee's regular meeting on November 20th, 2025. Any questions?
So moved.
Hearing none, Mr. Gonzalez has made a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Vice Chair Naylor. Roll call vote is required. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Attorney Murphy. Yes. Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Ms. Gresham.
Yes.
Ms. Hurst. Absent. Ms. Ronaler.
Yes.
Mayor Sarno.
Yes, more than sufficient votes, matter passed. Thank you. B, a vote to approve the minutes of school committee special meeting on November 24th, 2025. Any questions or comments?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
By Mr. Gonzalez, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Vice Chair Naylor. Roll call vote is required. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Attorney Murphy. Yes. Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Ms. Gresham.
Yes.
Ms. Hurst. Absent. Ms. Ronaler.
Yes.
Mayor Sarno.
Yes, more than sufficient votes, matter passes. Thank you. C, a vote to approve the minutes of the school committee special meeting on December 4th, 2025. Any questions or comments?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Mr. Gonzalez. There's second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Gresham. Roll call vote is required. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Attorney Murphy. Yes. Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Ms. Gresham.
Yes.
Ms. Hurst. Absent. Ms. Ronaler.
Abstain.
Mayor Sarno.
Yes, more than sufficient votes, matter passes. Thank you. Section 3, voting items. A is a vote to approve amended policy of the CTE admission regulations. Deputy Superintendent Jose Escribano is here and Bob St. Lawrence. I'll turn it over to Superintendent Dr. Denal, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, everyone, and happy holidays. As you know, the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education has made it mandatory for us to shift to a lottery system when it comes to assigning our students to the high schools that offer CTE and Chapter 74 opportunities. We are pleased that the school committee has worked diligently alongside us as we presented, revised, edited our drafts to ensure that we have a Chapter 74 CTE admissions policy that aligns with the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education guidelines, as well as the will and the wisdom of the school committee. I have Chief Bob St. Lawrence here, who's been working with Assistant Superintendent Escribano on this policy.
Mr. Clerk, if you could please recognize School Committee Woman Denise Hurst.
Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd just like to add, we did review this myself and my colleague, Ms. Hurst, in our joint subcommittee, the CTE policy and the amendments. Again, we had appealed to DESE in terms of how this could potentially hurt our vocational education tracks in the city. Obviously, they went forth with the policy. We've made the necessary amendments. This is not a new policy to the body's knowledge. We just had to make some amendments to be in compliance. Therefore,
perhaps my colleagues have some questions, I'm prepared to make a motion that we accept the new CTE policy, Mr. Chairman.
Motion on the floor, but I don't know if there was any, Dr. Denal, if you wanted, Assistant Superintendent Escorbano or Bob, so to make just a brief presentation. Would the school committee like to hear a brief presentation on this?
I do have a question, Mr. Mayor.
Okay,
I
Vice
don't
Chair
know if
Naylor?
that'd be helpful.
You might be off the hook, Jose.
So one of the things, and definitely in alignment with what Mr. Gonzalez said, this is not a new policy in the sense of us having a new policy on CTE programs, but there are some changes because of the way that the state has required for us to change our process. And so I want to ask, just a clarifier, because this also came up in relation to the other policy that we voted on Monday, is the CTE programs are not just for the School of Putnam. It also includes SciTech, our After Dark program, and any other CTE programs moving forward that we would have, whether it be at Putnam, SciTech, or any additional schools, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and I say that because I think a lot of people assume that Putnam is the only school that has CTE programs. They have a substantial array of vocational training, but they're not the only school that has CTE programs. So there are other opportunities that students can engage in CTE without necessarily being at Putnam, depending on what programs that they have. My next piece is, Mr. Escribano, is the marketing plan to make sure that parents are aware. Because as we know, this kind of news travels very slow. And what we don't want is to have parents mad at George Johnson in April or May or whenever the news comes out of where students are placed. So what can you share with the public what that is going to look like as far as the marketing plan to inform everyone of the new process?
I'm glad to speak to that. And there's a lot of moving parts here because at the same time we're working on these policies, we are launching the new balloting software. And so we're working with Azelle and her team. We're working with Bob St. Laurent and his team. And we're gathering all this, we're trying to time it up so that parents are informed in a timely manner. But we are also up against the clock with this balloting and CTE policy. So we were a little hesitant to go forward fully until we get this passed by school committee so that we can, really explain to parents around what the lottery is and what the process is going to be. So the minute we get this passed, then we can go forward with a plan. We are scheduled to have a middle school and high school fair on January 7th at Putnam High School in the lobby, and we are going to at the same time have our IT team there helping parents do the new process around the software. There is plans around videos and screen shares and really preparing our counselors at the school level and family liaisons to help parents with the whole process. So we have a pretty robust plan to move forward, but obviously we didn't want to get ahead of ourselves without having this passed before you first.
Thank you. And could you just clarify, as Mr. Collins is probably thinking already, what CTE is for the public that does not know what that means?
Yeah, it stands for the Career Technical Education, and that's to your earlier point. That's why it's called the CTE admissions policy and not the Putnam policy. In previous years, it was called the Putnam policy because that was the only vocational school that we had, and so we, reflecting the growing number of vocational programming that we have in the city, we decided to broaden the title of this policy so that it's reflective of all our programs.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chair Nelson.
Just wanted to add.
Dr. Denal, yes.
Thank you, sir. In addition to all of the things that Assistant Superintendent Escribano shared, we also are going to develop a host of online resources and tech-based resources for our families so they can get additional information. Students, the 8th graders will receive information via the roadshow and other opportunities. However, we don't want to leave the families out. So we want our families to be armed with the same information. So we will be developing a host of online resources for them to use as they make this selection.
Thank you, Dr. No, I want to thank you, Deputy Superintendent Escorbano, Bob St. Lawrence, because, I don't believe the school committee was in favor of this change that DESE decided to do, working very, very well. So I know we tweaked it a bit to try to stay on line of what we were doing because it's been very successful. So if the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we got to make sure we continue to get funding, and so thank you for doing that. Any other questions or comments?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Collins?
just, I don't want to miss the opportunity. I don't know how many people are watching, but there might be a few. Bob, if you could do a high level on how the lottery works, because lottery's brand new to the public. So why miss an opportunity to start our outreach if just a high level, how that's going to work?
Yeah, sure. It is very simply a complete random lottery. So all the students that apply during the window, which we are on schedule to open during January 12th and run through the month of January, it'll be concluding, do you remember the date?
No, not exactly.
Right before, the Friday before February break starts. Once all of those applications are submitted, every student who applies to Putnam will be entered in a random lottery. And that will be completely random, and we will fill the seats to the number of capacity available at Putnam. And so it's been simplified in a lot of ways.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. Thank you.
I should also add that because the number of applicants we expect to exceed the number of seats available, we will be conducting the lottery in public as per the laws.
Thank you, Bob. Mr. St. Lawrence. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, there is a motion on the floor from
So moved, Mr.
Gonzalez. Second, is a second? Second by Attorney Murphy. Roll call vote is required. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Attorney Murphy. Yes. Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Ms. Gresham.
Yes.
Ms. Hurst.
Yes.
Ms. Renault Naylor.
Yes.
Mayor Sarno.
Yes, more than sufficient votes, matter passed. Thank you very much. B is the vote to approve the new middle school pathway exploration policy. First vote was taken December 15th. Superintendent, Dr. Denal, I know Dr. Yolanda. Superintendent?
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. This is an exciting policy because it expands on what we're already offering to our students as they make their high school decisions. This policy, again, was a mandate from the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. However, we were already doing several things that would allow our students to gain the knowledge and information that they need in order to make a well-informed decision concerning their high schools. This expands upon that by making sure that all of our students in the 8th grade are completing MyCap, not just starting in 8th grade, but 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, using that data and that information through discovery of career exploration activities and things of that nature, using that to support them as they make that decision. Students in the middle school will also be able to go to our CTE programs, and the roadshow will be coming to the middle schools as well. So it's definitely going to be an increase in the number of opportunities for our students to explore, have hands-on experiences before they make their decision. So we are pleased that this has already gone through subcommittee, and it was initially voted on in December 15th, but I'd be happy to answer any additional questions that anyone may have at this time.
Thank you, Superintendent Dr. Denal, of the subcommittee, Chair subcommittee.
Mr. Chairman,
Question, Mr. Gonzalez?
just wanted to add that this did go through subcommittee with my colleague, Ms. Hurst, reviewed this jointly, and then also, again, before the body during a special convening. Therefore, I move that we approve the new middle school pathway exploration policy. Thank you.
Motion made by Mr. Gonzalez, seconded by Attorney Murphy. There's no comments. We'll call the roll, Mr. Clerk.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Attorney Murphy. Yes. Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Gresham.
Yes.
Ms. Hurst.
Yes.
Ms. Renault Naylor.
Yes.
Mayor Sarno.
Yes, more than sufficient vote, the matter passes. Thank you. C is a vote to ratify the memorandum of agreement between the Springfield School Committee and the United Food and Commercial Workers Union Local 1459 on behalf of the Springfield School Security Guards. Superintendent Dr. Denal, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. We are definitely appreciating the fact that we were able to settle this collective bargaining agreement with our school security guards. Both sides met several times at the table to negotiate a CBA that most definitely has already been ratified by the members and discussed in executive session by the school committee.
Thank you, Superintendent Dr. Denal. Any
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Mr. Gonzalez.
so moved.
Motion made by Mr. Gonzalez. He can make book, he's gonna move things, I'll tell you that right. Motion made by Mr. Gonzalez. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Gresham. Roll call vote is required. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Attorney Murphy. Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Ms. Gresham.
Yes.
Ms. Hurst.
Yes.
Ms. Maroon-Ailer.
Yes.
Mayor Sarno.
Yes, more than sufficient votes, matter passes. Thank you. D is a vote to appoint a school committee member to the Innovation Schools Screening Committee. Superintendent Dr. Donnell?
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. We have been discussing the transition of several of our Springfield Empowerment Zone schools returning to the management system of Springfield Public Schools. I've stated several times, one district, two management systems, and several of the schools will be returning to a management system that already has systems in place that will allow for our students in the schools to continue to thrive. However, we are mindful of the fact that there are several things that were done in the empowerment zone concerning autonomy that we would like to keep in place for these schools that are returning. With that said, the state of Massachusetts has something that they refer to as innovation schools. It is a Massachusetts state law, and I'm fortunate that Principal Calvanese has been working diligently to ensure that we are creating the same conditions in the Springfield Public Schools management system that existed in the Springfield Empowerment Zone management system. These schools will continue to thrive, they will continue to succeed, and they will continue to gain. I have Principal Calvanese here, who is more than happy to answer any other questions. But again, we have discussed this several times. Principal Calvanese has done a great job explaining it, and he is here to answer additional questions.
Thank you, Dr. Donnell. Superintendent, I like to thank Principal Calvin and his team did a tremendous job turning around Duggan. You heard about Kennedy, which I think at one time went through 6 principals in 5 years, and my old alma mater, Kylie Junior High. So well equipped to make this transition on that. And I don't know if the school committee members have any questions or comments.
I do have a comment.
Vice
Mayor.
Chair Naylor?
When this was brought to us, is something that we have to do as a body. We have to appoint someone to be on the screening committee. If I'm not mistaken, this particular meeting is one meeting and a presentation that they have to be a part of. But moving forward, we do know that we will have an ad hoc subcommittee that will focus and work in tandem with the individuals that are working alongside Principal Calvanese. And so as part of this nomination, I wanted to nominate Mrs. Hurst to be our appointee as the person that's over our programs and curriculums. I think that she would be the best person to participate in this aspect of the process.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion made by Vice Chair Naylor, seconded by Mr. Gonzalez. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Attorney Murphy. Yes. Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Ms. Gresham.
Yes.
Ms. Hurst.
Yes.
Ms. Maroon-Ailer.
Yes.
Mayor Sarno.
Yes, one sufficient votes, matter passes. Thank you very much. Thank you, Denise. Okay, presentations. We Believe, Family Empowerment, Deputy Superintendent Jose Escribano. Superintendent Dr. Donnell, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. Just as the mayor has stated, we truly do believe in our families. We don't just believe in family engagement. We believe in family empowerment. We firmly believe that our parents are our first teachers, and they are the ones who are best equipped to partner with us and share with us critical information and knowledge about their students as we come together as a village to educate each child. We know that we have a great deal of work to do as we continue to reach out to our family members. However, we have made great strides in increasing family engagement, family empowerment, and just embracing our families as equal partners in the care and education and success of their children. Without further ado, I know that I have the right person in the right seat leading this work, our very own Assistant Superintendent Jose Escribano, well respected, highly regarded throughout the community, and this work is his heartbeat. So I'm going to ask him to please share the presentation this evening.
Good evening once again. I was excited and happy to be charged with executing the superintendent's vision about empowering families. And so you're going to see a theme about this bi-directional communication throughout the presentation. And it's really about empowering families to have a voice and to advocate for themselves. And so, again, I'll be brief but thorough, because I know I don't want to take up too much of your time. But just highlight some of the things that we're doing with family engagement throughout the district. And I know some of this stuff you already heard, but I really wanted to put it together in one presentation. And, first we want to mention that we are still doing the home visit. I know we get a lot of questions about the home visit project. And this is last year's data, because we're actually in the midst of home visits right now. And so just bringing attention to some of the data where we did 119 home visits last year as part of the project. And you hear about schools doing home visits or the attendance team doing home visits. That's actually separate from this home visit project that we have going on. And also another data point is that we had 51 new teachers trained last year to do home visits. And really the purpose is to empower families to co-create plans and support them. And we were intentional about last year shifting towards that, working with families that really need that support. And so that was really the goal last year, and then we continued that on this year to support our families through home visits. Next. Again, attendance, and you heard a lot about attendance, but really, again, the shift was away from being punitive and working with families to co-create plans and really understand what was going on in their lives that is preventing them from coming to school. And so a lot of the trainings and the work that's being done is around, meeting with families, meeting them where they're at, listening to them, and making sure that we're building trusting relationships so that, they can trust us to create those plans and work towards improving attendance. And believe me, I look at it daily, and we're trending 1.5% as of today down chronic absenteeism year to date. And so we've been trending at least 1% daily. And so, as we look at chronic absenteeism across the country, there's people calling all the time like, what are you doing, what are you doing, what are you doing? And so the fact that we are moving in the right direction after just really 1 year of training our staff and moving in that direction, it's great to see that we're trending in that right direction. Next. Always love to just show pictures of our families, so always wanted to get that in. Next. Parent Advisory Council, we continue to have our Parent Advisory Council meetings. We have 22 parents participating in that, and one of our members, I met with him today, and the school principal, because he wanted to meet with me about advocating around the traffic flows and really coming to us around solutions and not just around what the problem was. And just wanted to shout out Sean Hall, PTO president at Warner and member of the Parent Advisory Council, for a great meeting, because it's really about working together to solve some of these problems that we see, and a lot of them are really, I don't want to say simple, but when we come together, they're easily fixed. And so, we meet. We also do a lot of we bring policy. So as we're looking at new policies to bring to school committee, we want to get their feedback. We want them to look at it. And so, we're bringing them policy. The next policy we're going to be bringing is around our whole enrollment policy. I mean, we took the CTE kind of out of order because we had to get that in place. But the next one that's going to be a big lift is we're working on the student assignment service policy, and they're going to be an integral part in getting feedback around what the experience is around enrollment and also around balloting and all the other areas that SAS covers. So really proud of the work they're doing and appreciate the stuff they're doing. Next. Parent concerns, and you've heard a lot about this around parent concerns. It's really about providing families with clear communication, listening to them, and following up with them. And just if you can go to the next slide. Just wanted to talk about some of our core beliefs as we look at handling parent concerns, and really it's about those active listening timely responses, collaboration, family-centered approach, follow-ups, resource connections, culturally responsive supports, and really documenting their concerns. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my FACE manager, Emily Cruzado. I mean, I get a lot of the credit for handling the parents, but she does so much work before I get the final meeting. I mean, hours and hours of listening to families, calling schools, following up, and the rest of the team at FACE really, they are integral part of that, addressing the parent concerns, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned them today, because often I get, it's Jose, and without them, we really wouldn't be able to do this work. So I want to really thank my team. Next. Sticking with the theme of two-way communication, that was really one of the things that we were looking at when we were vetting different IT solutions and platforms around our enrollment process. And Bob and I had several meetings with different companies, but we really believe that this new platform is going to solve a lot of the problems that, in all transparency, that maybe some of the concerns that you've received about communicating timely enrollments. And so this is really going to help with that communication. And again, it's going to be allow parents to log in and see what the status is of their applications, edit their balloting picks if they choose to. I think I want to change which school I want to go to. They're able to go back in and see that and make those real-time changes. And so really, it's really about increasing communication. And with this new enrollment software is about using technology. I mean, we are a large district. We did 5,000 enrollments last year. And so we want to make sure that that we're keeping up with the technology and that we utilize technology to assist us with that process of communicating with families. And just to highlight, there's automated text messages and emails that can automatically go out very easily through this new platform. If they're missing documents, which often is the case, is they're missing documents and they don't know. It may not be their fault. It's the sending district. They didn't send the IEP or their transcripts, and they think they enrolled. And so we want to make sure that we're communicating with families if there's missing documents. And so we're hoping that that really increases and empowers families around the enrollment process. Next. Parent academies. This also is one where we feel that it allows us to bring workshops and things that are going to be relevant to families and that are going to be helpful. Last year we did workshops around the IEP process. We've done several workshops on attendance, mental health. Next slide. And we're really proud about the next Parent Academy that's going to be launching in January 8th. And it was as a result of our the superintendent's Super Saturdays, Super Sundays, where, listening to the community, we just kept hearing that they wanted to learn English from our migrant families. And so, we took the initiative to use our adult education department, and we're launching our first cohort in January around English classes for our migrant families. So we're really excited about that, and we're hoping to continue that work and really focus on empowering our families around learning and acquiring the language. Next. Translation services. This is one I have to thank Pat Roach for his work on this translation services. There was recently a state law passed where districts and schools really have to provide translation services for families. And there's an exciting new hardware that we're going to be piloting. We got funding from the state legislation around to help finance this. And the great thing about it, there's no subscription services. It's hardware, so once you install it, we own it, it's ours. And basically what it is all our new builds come with audio that enhances the learning. So they have teachers with microphones and speakers in in the ceilings. And so all our schools, and all our new schools have this. But one of the missing pieces is this new vendor that we're working with. They have automatic translation that not only can be used in an educational setting and can be turned on and off for students who just come to our country for the first time and know no English, and really can assist our students, but it also can be used for families. And families can come in, and the principal teachers can speak through the microphone, and they'll hear in their native language that message translated. And it's really a powerful thing, because it is a burden for our schools and our principals. We have so many different languages, as you heard from other presentations from our MLL department, and we needed to really utilize, again, technology to help support our families around translation. So we're excited to be piloting that in a few schools this year, and we think that it'll be a game changer, not only for our students' education, but for our family engagement. Next. I want to also take the time to really acknowledge and thank Cradles to Crayons. You know, a lot of the things you hear about, like the backpack donations, the clothing, the coats, they come from Cradle to Crayons. It's a nonprofit out of Boston. And this past year, we received about 10,000 backpacks from them. And so a lot of the backpacks you see in the community come from us. And we really want to make sure that we're getting it to where our families are at. And so sometimes, you know, we have our back to school celebration, but not all our families can get there. And so we wanted to make sure that we're getting those backpacks to community based organizations, and they can get those backpacks as well as the schools. They also donate clothing packs, so a lot of the, you know, clothes and coats and everything else we receive come from them. And just, you know, some data points: we had 1,600 clothing packs, 550 socks, underwear packs, 2,280 winter coats that we received this past year, and 600 hygiene kits. So they're a great sponsor, and I wanted to make sure that we acknowledge them, and so that you understand where a bulk of our donation comes from. Also, you know, really quickly, also there's plenty of community organizations that also donate coats to us, and so I want really appreciative of all the community organizations, businesses that donate coat on an annual basis. We just got one today from the Thunderbirds, so thank you to the Thunderbirds, and we'll be distributing those coats in the upcoming weeks when school begins again. Next. Family Expo, again, I know a lot of you have been to it and seen it, and families are really excited about that. You know, we have over 1,000 participants, and it's really a time to connect community with parents and families and the schools, and understand not only what the schools are doing, but what other resources are out there. And you know, so we continue to think about how we're connecting families and community. Next. Back to school celebrations, one of the things that we really move towards is that we moved to having the back to school celebrations at the schools, and we just felt with boundary system and neighborhood schools, we used to have it at Blunt Park, and we had probably around 1,000 people come to that, but we heard so much that families saying we couldn't get to Blunt Park or we couldn't get here, and so what we decided to do was get the backpacks to the schools, have the schools do this celebration, because then they can meet the teachers, they can meet the principals, they can, you know, get connected with the schools. And so that's been really successful, and that's been growing. I think this year was our second year that we did it that way. And so, you know, as we continue to do that, we continue to grow around how we do things, and we get feedback, and we're constantly looking to improve. Even with the Family Expo, we're always doing surveys to hear from our families what we did well, what do we need to improve on. And so, you know, we are appreciative of the schools for taking that on and really connecting with families. And the last slide is just, again, highlighting some of the events and pictures of our students and families at different events throughout the year. So I want to thank you for having me and allowing me to present around our family engagement. and happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Deputy Superintendent Escribano. Any questions or comments on the presentation?
I do have a few questions.
Vice Chair Naylor?
So I have a few quick questions. The first thing, just for a clarifier, I know I always ask you about this. With the CPAC, the Special Ed Parent Advisory Council is separate from the Parent Advisory Council,
That's correct.
correct?
Yeah.
Is it the same process though for parents to be able to find out how to get involved?
So if a parent comes to us, we direct them to our exceptional learner department. Same thing if they want to be involved in the MLL Pact. We send them that way. What we tried to do, because we had low recruitment, and so what we did was we reached out to a lot of the PTOs and said, can you give us a member, either president or a member of the PTO of your school, and can they get involved? And so we had a lot of success around that because they're active in their school and they can really advocate. And so that's the direction we took for recruitment, and each PAC takes a different direction as far as recruitment, but that's the direction we did. But you are correct, each department has their own parent advisory council.
Okay, thank you. There was a parent that reached out to me yesterday and was wanting to be involved in CPAC, and it's actually two parents, and I mistakenly told her that she would reach out to you. But
That's fine, because we'll connect to the right place.
Okay.
And that's part of our role too, so we're happy to connect anybody with any resources, and we're often the hub for parents, and we can, part of our role is to connect parents and guide them into the right direction.
Thank you. And another follow-up question I have,
Salute.
Deputy Superintendent, is around the presentation. Is this accessible to families on the website, the information that you provided, or can it be?
This part,
Yeah.
yeah, we can definitely put it on our website under our family and community engagement, section.
Yes, thank you.
Be
And
happy to do that.
I'm assuming, because I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know, the link for parents to, if they have a concern, is that also in that aspect of the website?
No. So what we do is more of like a triage. So what we request or ask for, and part of this so we don't get spammed. There's a lot of, fake emails and fake things that we can get spammed. So what we prefer is that they call our office. We triage it, we listen to their concern, and then we immediately give them the link to fill out a parent concern. Without any requirements or prerequisites, we give it to them. We just want to hear from them directly. And there's other reasons for privacy reasons too. Sometimes we have people that might be connected to the student, but they're not the guardian, and so we have to be careful who we're accepting or giving information out to. And so for that reason, we do the one-on-one phone calls, conversation, and then we verify that they are the guardian, and then send them the link.
And that number is on the parent concern section of the website, correct?
Yeah, in our family engagement area. And I'll revisit that just to 100% ensure that's on there.
Thank you. And I asked that just as a clarifier because I don't like to burden the superintendent with things if I don't have to. So if I could tell parents to first call your office.
Yes.
And I know the last time we talked about this, you all were in the beginning stages of revamping the process. So I never thought to reach back out to ask about it. But now, since you're presenting on it, I want to make sure that I have the right number that I can tell people, please call first.
Yeah.
This number. Then if you feel like you didn't get what you needed, then you can circle back to me and then we could follow through a different way. But that way we're sending them down the right protocol and the pathway that they should be in so you all can do what you need
We
to.
appreciate that and we prefer that. And another reason we said tracking, it allows us to track it, when they use the link and we talk to them, it allows us to track it effectively, efficiently, and then we can report and look at and see what our trends are and our data points to how we can improve. So yes, and again, that's why I shouted out the team because they are the ones that spend hours talking to families. Even the first call could be 45 minutes to an hour, just listening to their concerns. So we're happy to do that, though. That's part of our role at the FACE department. And
Thank you so much. And the last question is around the Parent Academy. For the classes, do you have babysitting that you offer for the parents?
So it depends on the course and the class. And the way we run our parent academies is that we work with the schools to see what the need is in the school, and then we help facilitate by getting the the workshop organized, finding a facilitator, and so we help with a lot of the logistics. So what we do though is so in some cases we can provide that, in other cases it depends on the parent academy. So for example, for like our ESOL classes, because it's an ongoing parent academy, it's not in the budget to provide childcare, but in some cases that has been done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chair Naylor. Any other questions or comments? Ms. Hurst?
Thank you, Assistant Superintendent Escribano. Thank you for the presentation. I wanted to ask about the Parent Advisory Council. How do you recruit, or how are parents selected?
Yeah, so we're open to anybody, and we're happy to take more parents in. And so we've done a lot of different recruitment, or had a lot of different recruitment efforts, whether like we've set up tables at back to school celebrations, we set up tables at the expo, but our most effective one was to reach out to the PTOs of each of the school and find out who's interested in participating. And so we've had parents actively involved, but we are open to any parent joining at any time. And every year we send out a message to the principals, connect us with your PTOs, connect us with your families. We also go through our family liaisons to do outreach, and so there's different methods. And throughout the years, there's parents that join and then drop off, and new parents come in. So there's an ebb and flow of different parents, but we've had a pretty good core of parents that have been actively involved.
And at our last meeting, when Mrs. Valentin had the presentation from the MLL department, and there were so many families that showed up that were attendees of the Super Saturdays and Super Sundays, I wonder, are those families also engaged or tapped to participate in the council?
So I haven't tried to poach them from that pack. So I think the way we looked at it is like they each have their own function, and some parents feel more comfortable, participating in one pack versus another. And so I don't know. There might be some interest in some pack or some members being involved in multiple packs. I also don't want to overburden parents with meetings and meeting 3 or 4 times, with all these different meetings. But if parents want to and want to be active, then we're happy to do that. I just recruited a parent last week to our pack after a visit to Zanetti. So we have her coming to the next meeting. So we're always open and recruiting for the pack.
Thank you, Ms. Hurst. Any other questions or comments? Ms. Gresham?
I just have a comment.
Sure.
I want to thank Chief Escobar and his team for all the hard work that they do. I have a family that calls me from Las Vegas. I actually also spoke highly of how well she helped him. So thank you so much. We appreciate you and your team.
Thank you,
Ms. Gresham. We're also joined by Gumasindo Manny Gomez, School Committee elect. I hope your dad's feeling better also. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, we'll now move to B. Thank you, Deputy Superintendent Escribano. B, MCAS Achievement Recognition, Bones School, which is led by Lisa Bukowski, Glickman School, which is led by Elizabeth Bianchi, Kennedy, led by Bobby Francesca, and Kennedy led by Matt Sullivan, Van Sickle led by Bobby Francesca, who have all done a great job in really turning these schools around, moving them forward. I'll turn it over to Superintendent Dr. Denal, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. I mentioned a few weeks ago that we convened in, I can't remember where, Marlborough, Mass, with the new commissioner, Pedro Martinez, to honor and recognize the districts and the schools that have achieved pre-pandemic levels on the MCAS. As you know, we are still trying to recover the learning loss that we suffered at the hands of COVID when schools were shut down. It did have a negative impact on student achievement. Fortunately, these 4 schools in Springfield Public Schools implemented strategies and initiatives and tier one instructional strategies that accelerated learning. These four schools were able to reach pre-pandemic MCAS achievement levels. As you know, that is not easy. It takes a great deal of leadership, focus, tenacity, heart, and compassion and passion for our students. I so appreciate these leaders. I applaud them and I congratulate them on the recognition from the commissioner. We would not allow him to recognize you without us also recognizing you. We want to make sure that you know how much we appreciate your hard work, the extra effort that you put in. And we know it's not easy because not everyone has done it, but you four have done it. We thank you, we thank your teams, and we just wanted to gather you together this evening to let you know how much we recognize and appreciate your hard work. So often, you do so much. It's never seen. You don't look for the spotlight. You all just go about doing it because you are committed to the success of each and every child in your building. We thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Why don't we have Principal Lisa Bukowski come up? She has Bowen School. Come on up. Say a few words. Lisa, congratulations and thank you to you and your team.
Thank you. Wasn't prepared to speak, but I've got this. So thank you very much. And honestly, this honor really goes to the people that are in the classrooms every day. I'm humble enough to lead them, but know that the hard work is done in the classrooms with the students. As you know, staffing has been difficult since COVID, but it's really finding the best people to put in front of our kids. And they don't get another chance at this. So we have to find the best. Sometimes it takes a lot of work because, as you know, there's a shortage, but it's finding not good enough, but the best for our kids. And so I'm really appreciative of the work my staff does every single day, the connections that we make. You know, our theme this year is telling your story, and we are telling our story of the adults. The children are telling their stories in the school, but it's nice when our stories are heard because there's a person behind every one of those stories, and we make it our business to get to know them. So thank you for the recognition. I'm humbled to lead them, but again, it's the work that's going in every classroom and the work that the families are doing every day. So thank you.
Lisa, thank you, and good health to you too. Van Sickle, come on down. Bobby Francesca. Bobby, congratulations.
I echo the words of my colleague, Principal Bukowski. It's definitely having the right teachers in front of the students each and every day, and having those teachers dedicate themselves and making sure that they understand the importance of good education. At Van Sickle Academy, we teach bell to bell every single day. There is no movies or downtime, absolutely not. But it also comes from having fantastic students. And the students that I have at Van Sickle Academy, I'm blessed, and I say to everyone, I have the best students in the city of Springfield. They come to school each and every day prepared to learn, ready to learn, and they give it their all each and every day. I also want to thank Principal Calvinese because as part of the Empowerment Zone, when I first started, he was a mentor to me, and he taught me the importance of having the right teachers in front of the kids each and every day. And it clicked one time, and I was like, you know what? He knows what he's doing. And like I said, it's the dedication each and every day from the teachers and the best students. I can't ask for more, but thank you.
Thanks, Bobby. Congratulations. Elizabeth School, Principal Elizabeth Danina. Did I pronounce that correctly? If I pronounced it,
You're silent.
oh, okay. Well, I wasn't even close.
That's okay. As
Congratulations.
long as you don't call me late for dinner, I'm good.
Okay.
So, all right. And as both my colleagues have said, it really is, it's a team effort. It's the people in front of our children. At Glickman, we practice grace, gratitude, and grit every day. We are the Glickman Gladiators. So we give grace to each other and to the work that we do. We give gratitude to each other. We have practiced grit every day, and we just work hard. And so that's what we've been doing for years, and that's what we're going to keep doing. That's what our families do. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't believe Matt Sullivan, Sully's here. I think he had to leave, but another a mentor to him was also Principal Mike Calvinese too. So Sully's done a great job turning around Kennedy Middle School too. So if you're watching, Sully, congratulations. School committee members have any questions or comments? Okay. Hearing none, we'll move to, this is very heartfelt. C is recognizing and celebrating. See you, Bobby. Mr. McCoy, see you. Yep. Yeah. See you, Carl Pierre. Good job, kid. Recognizing and celebrating years of service of commitment for Mr. Christopher Collins, Attorney Peter Murphy, and Josiah Gonzalez. And with that, I'll open it up to school committee members for some words. And we might as well lead off with the Captain Stubing himself. He's wearing shorts again tonight, Christopher Collins, and nobody knows Robert's rules better than Mr. Collins. So I'll reserve my comments for other school committee members. The floor is open to for our colleagues. Barb?
Pete and Chris, we've been from way back. You look so different back then. So different, right? But you guys will still be around, so you'll be hearing from us.
Anyone else? Well, oh, go ahead. Yeah, Denise. Yeah, no, go ahead.
Clearly, the cat's got my tongue. Yes, sir. I mean, we have been here for a long time together, Chris and Peter, and we've had some really good times and we've had some really tough times. And at the end of the day, I'm truly thankful for your service, and I appreciate all that you do. I'm treasure to the city and to its children and you and your families the very best. Mr. Gonzalez, it has been a pleasure to serve with you, even though it's been a short tenure, and you've had a significant impact. And I will say publicly that I really appreciate how you led us through the superintendent search, and that we now are sitting here with a phenomenal superintendent. And I thank you for your leadership, your boldness, and your courage. May God bless you.
Thank you, Denise. Anyone else? Well, let me go Mr. Collins first. When he came in here, our goal was to turn around the middle schools. That's where we were hemorrhaging there and bleeding at the point in time. And we worked very, very hard on that. A proud gentleman that followed in the footsteps of his father was vice chair a number of years ago in the Springfield School Committee. Came up through the ranks, a janitor, a teacher, echoes, principal, and then school committee member. And knew the budget inside out. And as we all know, he knew Robert's rules inside out. He was our parliamentarian, and I garnered him the nickname of Captain Stubing from the Love Boat, who always wore shorts there. And tonight, Mr. Collins has shorts. And Chris, we have, from the whole school committee, we have a gift for you. Then we'd like to have a few words from you. Then we'll move on to Attorney Peter Murphy and Josiah Gonzalez. Chris, here you go. This is a, let me read it first. My sheet here. Presented to Christopher Collins in recognition of 17 years of distinguished years of service, steadfast commitment as a member of a Springfield School Committee, your leadership, integrity, and dedication have strengthened the mission of our Springfield Public Schools and advanced the educational opportunities for countless students. With gratitude from the Springfield Public Schools. Chris, that is for you. Chris, I know you have a few words to say.
Sure. It's hard to believe it's been 55 years of continuous service with the Springfield Public Schools. It goes by so quickly, but one of the things that you are always a teacher, no matter what role and as you go up, you will always be a teacher. You're going to make impressions and a difference in people's lives, and people will come to you that you'd never expect that you made a difference, but you did. And it's been an honor. And the mayor talked about finances and Robert's rules and all of that, but always at the heart of every decision are the children. That's what we're here for. And we do our budget around the needs of the children. We make our decisions around the needs of the children. And in the role of teacher, as I said, my parting gift will be to the 3 new members. One of the things that you're going to find happens to you in your first year, and I'm sure that you will have somebody like Mr. Kuchar coming from MASC to give you a training session. But your constituents all believe that you can come in here and they're going to call you and say, I want you to change this. I want you to do that. And what you will have to do, and as Mr. Kuchar explains to you, that's not within the school committee's jurisdiction. The day-to-day operations belong to the superintendent of schools, as they well should. And some of them are going to be happy with you, and some of them are not. But when you say, I will connect you, I hear you, I understand, and I'll connect you with the right people to help address your needs. And it's tough because your heart is going to listen to those people, and you want to be able to do their problem, to help correct their problems. But the best thing you can do for them is to let them know to use the system the way it's designed. It does work. And to go through all the processes that they need. And then you're never stepping out. You're never going to step out of your boundaries. You're going to let the superintendent and their staff handle all the problems the way they should. And you're going to continue to make policy and to control the budget. Nothing stronger than just show me a budget and I'll show you where the heart of the organization is. The budget speaks loudly to what our true beliefs are. So I wish all 3 of you really good success. And I hope you will enjoy your tenure here as much as I have the 18 years, by the way, Mayor.
I'm going to shortchange you there.
And that's okay. It's enjoy every minute of it. Some of them are going to, as Denise alluded to, sometimes are going to be very difficult, whether it's budgeting or whether it's other crises that you have to deal with. But deal with them. Remember your role. And when you get through them, remember that when you debate it, it's the issue. It's not the person. Because you all need to continue to work together as you go on. So when an issue is over, come back together so that you're ready to fight the next issue. Good luck on your tenure.
Thank you for your heartfelt words, Chris. I'm going to miss you. And now will Attorney Peter Murphy I'll open it up for any comments pertaining to Peter. Well, I'll have to tell you, Peter, not only for the legal, first of all, good health to you, and you look good. Besides your legal acumen, you always put your heart into your decisions. You were always one that got along with everyone and anyone. You had kids were your first priority, whether it was your own kids in our system or the kids of thousands of families here in the city of Springfield. And you were very, very dedicated to the school committee, even when you were going through your health challenges on that. And we appreciate that. With that, Peter, we have a gift for you from everybody from the school. Hopefully we got the years right on this one. Let me see. No, I got the right one. Attorney Peter Murphy, in recognition of 15 distinguished years of service. Is that correct?
60, but I guess we
left years of service and steadfast commitment as a member of the Springfield School Committee. Your leadership, integrity, and dedication have strengthened the mission of Springfield Public Schools and advanced the educational opportunities for countless students. With gratitude from the Springfield Public Schools. Legal Murphy. You might give your best words and nobody will hear them, Murphy.
Oh, so first of all, thank you very much, Mayor, and
school committee.
And it there were some difficult times in the last few years, and you were there, and Carla were there for me, and Mr. Collins too, and that's incredibly. Those are things that you never forget. But I would like to say, first of all, that I don't know if the people watching or the people in the audience know that Mr. Collins is still wearing shorts. And it's December 15th or 17th. And also, I am incredibly grateful. I mean, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody here and how grateful I am to have been able to serve the city of Springfield for the last 15, 16 years. And particularly our young people and how impressive they are. We saw them tonight at the Speak Out and all the Speak Outs that we've watched over the last, and particularly Barbara, when we came in together, and Denise and Chris. We've been here. We were the first ones under ward representation. And, it's been a great 16 years. And again, I'm incredibly grateful to everyone. And particularly the people of Springfield and the young people of Springfield. And I do want to also congratulate Ayanna, I think, is here. And she's going to do a fantastic job. And we've talked, and she's a great woman and a strong woman, and she's going to do a great job for our district. And Mr. Gomez and Rosa, too. So I just want to congratulate all of you guys. One thing that, I'm not going to miss is that I get about 15 emails a day from Trini.
Yeah, I know.
And text messages.
Killing a lot of.
So
I'll tell you that right
that's
now.
one thing that I'm not going to miss. But Trini, you do a great job, and thank you, Trini, for all that. And I just want to say, my children all went to the Springfield Public Schools. And, you hear things, right? People say things. I was recently at an event, and there were some people from Long Meadow, and one of them said something like, I would never want my children to go to the Springfield Public Schools. And, it's very offensive to me. And, I didn't say anything or I didn't do anything, but one thing I just want to say is that all of my children went there, and I'm just going to brag just a little bit. The twins who both went to Springfield Central High School, Denise Hurst was a Springfield Central High School graduate, and they did incredibly well. You know? And they both went to really good colleges, Boston University, College of the Holy Cross, did really well there. My daughter, Claire, works for the governor, Maura Healey. My son, Liam, is currently doing volunteer work for a year in Kansas City with the Jesuit Volunteer Corps. And he took the LSATs and he got 180, which is the highest score you can get on the LSATs. And obviously he got that from his mother. But I mean, when you talk about the potential for our young people here in Springfield, you know, the sky is the limit. And who I would most like to thank are the teachers and the paraprofessionals and the administrators that all came together and really educated my children, and they did absolutely great. And that just shows, as Mr. Collins often says, we have the best teachers in the state of Massachusetts, bar none, and the best paraprofessionals. And I think we have a great superintendent and great administrators, and I would put our teachers up against anyone. We talk about college and career ready, right? And I was worried when my kids went from Central, and my young one is still in Putnam, but you know, I was worried, are they ready? You know, you worry about your kids, right? And they went to college and they did great. And that means they were college and career ready. And that's what we're supposed to be doing on the school committee. And I know that Rosa and Gumersindo and Ayana will continue that tradition. And so I am incredibly grateful. And I just want to thank everybody here today and all of my colleagues, and particularly the mayor, who's really, I think, has been incredibly supportive of all of our educational initiatives. And I just, I am grateful, and thank you all. Thank you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah. Thank you.
Before I get to School Committeeman Gonzalez, Josiah, you got to remember when the majority of the long-serving school committee came on board, you know, we took over a system that was barely hovering over 50% graduation rate. We had a problem with our middle schools. We had schools dating back to the late 1890s. We had a dropout rate that was nearly 14%. This was all unacceptable. And under working with the school committee and the city on my side, you know, we've had the graduation rate up as high as 86%. The dropout rate pre-COVID was down to 1.9%. We've built the most new schools and rehab schools in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, so about $1 billion. And I think the superintendent comment, we spoke before the Mass School Building Authority, and we worked an innovation deal with the state, with DESE, with our teachers, with our business community, which Mr. Collins will tell you that many governments from across the country have come here to see how we've been able to do that Springfield Empowerment Zone, many times going to Duggan Academy. So when you look back at it, and none of us here to toot our horns, but we've come a long way, and the long-serving school committee members were a big part of that. And now we're going to have Josiah Gonzalez, and if anybody has any more words for Josiah, Vice Chair Latour.
So I definitely, unlike the relationship that Mrs. Gresham and Ms. Hurst have with Attorney Murphy and Mr. Collins, because they all started out pretty much the same time, I was like the middle lone ranger. And then Mr. Gonzalez came along and we really clicked, and there were a lot of issues that we both saw very similarly and fought passionately. Sometimes I didn't always agree with you, but you know, you drove a certain level of passion into the work that you did. There were policies that I didn't think about or know about that you identified. I felt like you were a lawyer in the making because you would find things and it's like, what is happening? And but it helped us to be more transparent. It helped us to be more accountable. Helped us to continue to challenge ourselves to do better, to be better, to represent our families and our schools and those that put us in place to represent them and their voices. So I just thank you for continuing to challenge me as an individual, as a leader, continuing to call me out when necessary, and respectfully call me out many a times when it was necessary. I really appreciate that. I also appreciate your prayers because it's been a journey over the last several years, and you've been whether not we're not as close because we're not friends, but I still always have seen you as a brother to me, in the sense that you've always had a kind word and an encouraging word anytime that I needed it, even when I didn't know that I needed it. So I appreciate you for seeing that. I appreciate you for being a friend in politics, because this is a very, they say doggy dog world. This is a very doggy dog world in politics, and we're seeing this across the country. But I appreciate feeling like I had a brother in arms throughout this journey, and I know that you will not be far. I will call you and text you and check in on your wife and all the things, because I'm really appreciative of the time we had, and I don't believe it's just a seasonal thing. I believe this is something that will continue. So thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Vice Chair Naylor. Anyone else? Josiah, and as Vice Chair Naylor indicated, there were at times probably didn't agree, but there are other times we did agree. And I know even in disagreements that your head, your heart, your gut was always for the kids of our school system, and that's extremely important. We were very studious on the issues, and you're right, he was like an attorney at times on it. And we appreciate that. It is tough to put your name on the ballot and run for office, because it's not only yourself, it's your family. And sometimes you can't make everybody happy. Believe me, I know. And you tell the people, if you have a problem or you have a beef, take it up with oneself. But sometimes that doesn't happen. It goes to the family. So it takes a lot of courage to do that, and a lot of dedication for not much monetary reward. Much reward when you're able to move a system forward. You can't put a price tag on that. So with that, Josiah, we have I think we're off on this one too, Tree, in years. Presented to Josiah Gonzalez in recognition of your 3 distinguished years, I think it's 4, of service and steadfast commitment as a member of the Springfield School Committee. Your leadership, integrity, and dedication have strengthened the mission of Springfield Public Schools and advanced the educational opportunities for countless students. With gratitude from the Springfield Public Schools. Congratulations, Josiah. The floor is yours.
I'm certainly not going to miss these chairs
I know.
in this room.
A little awkward.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, and to all of my colleagues. It's truly been an honor to serve the city of Springfield and Springfield Public Schools. You know, I reflect back on all the great things that we got done. I know that my colleague, Ms. Hurst, had mentioned the superintendent search, and Ms. Monroe Naylor, several policies, but we worked through a lot of policies. I don't even remember. I mean, from the broadcasting policy, critical incident drill policy, two-way radio communication policy, student advisory council policy. I mean, we were heavy into that work, and we did that as a collective and got it done together. And I'm grateful to each and every one of you for that. And also, I'm grateful because I learned from each and every one of you, even the times with certain colleagues where I disagreed. Often, what people don't know is that those disagreements, they pushed me to think deeper and to serve better our city. I didn't walk away and say, oh, this person's wrong. I took a moment of that and said, hey, let me reflect on this and think about that issue in a different way so that we could arrive to the best solutions for the city and also for Springfield Public Schools and our 20,000 plus children that are the core of that system. So again, while this chapter comes to a close, my commitment to the city of Springfield as a lifelong resident, a city that shaped me, that commitment is going to remain steadfast as I raise my girls in this city. I look forward to this upcoming chapter, and sincerely I pray that this Springfield Public Schools would have nothing but continued success as it moves forward. So God bless and thank you all.
Thank you again, School Committeeman Gonzalez, School Committeeman Collins, School Committeeman Attorney Murphy, for your dedicated and caring and heartfelt years of service.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
if I may, we also do have some T-shirts for you all. There's an issue with the vendor. It was completely out of our control, but there was an issue with the vendor, and it got stuck in the pipeline of the decorator. But they're customized, and we will have them with you, and we'll also update the plates to make sure that it reflects your accurate number of years as well. Thank you for your patience in advance.
We're gonna put like +1.
Yes.
My wife will be thrilled, another T-shirt.
I got that. Thank you. Zelda, did you want to take it? Yeah. How about they go to the front? We'll just stand back here. So. Come on, close. I put my deodorant on. There he is, Captain Stubing. Oh, really? Okay. 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 We'll now move to the rest of the agenda. Reports of standing committee, student and parent concerns. Ms. Gresham. Thank you, Ms. Gresham. Reports of building and maintenance committee, Mr. Gonzalez.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. C, legislative contracts committee, Vice Chair Naylor.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. D, curriculum programs committee, Ms. Hurst.
Mr. Mayor, those items have been covered during the agenda.
And thank you again. Let me explain again to the viewing audience. Many times you'll see us vote things right. Subcommittees really work very dedicatedly and hours to craft these things. So we want to make you aware of that. Any questions on Ms. Hurst? Thank you. E is the Budget Finance Committee, Ms. Naylor, Vice Chair Naylor.
No report, Mr.
F is Vocational Committee, Mr. Gonzalez.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. G is Technology Committee, Mr. Collins.
We talked about the items previously.
Any questions or comments? Mr. Collins' report. Thank you. H is School Safety Committee, Ms. Gresham.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Ms. Gresham. I is Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, Ms. Hurst.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Now we'll move to the report of our student representative, Alexandra Rivera, a senior at Central High School.
Good evening,
Good evening.
board members. Good evening, Mayor and Superintendent. I know that it's been long, but I will try to keep it short.
That's okay.
I did not expect any waterworks today during this meeting as we said goodbye. I did not know that the three of you were leaving, but at least I got to spend a little bit of time with you all. And Mr. Collins, your speech did calm me down because I was very nervous to speak today. But to give you an update about what's been going on in my school, we have been, as you can probably guess, been doing activities to prepare for winter break. So we've been having our Spirit Week that many other schools are also having. We had Character Day, Cartoon Day, hold on, Senior Citizen Day, emo versus coquette. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is.
What is it? Please explain.
So students will dress either emo, which is very dark, very black clothing,
Not Elmo. Emo?
not emo,
Okay.
and then coquette, which is the opposite, pink, bows, frill, nice stuff like that. And that was today. I did not dress up for that, but it's okay. And tomorrow is Holiday Spirit Day. So, one half day, and I'm in yearbook. Many other students in yearbook had been taking photos to prepare, put it in our 2026 yearbook, make memories and whatnot. And it's a very, very fun thing to go around taking pictures of students that you don't know, just interacting like that. And I think that's our school's way of preparing our students for winter break, but also preparing our students to be more intertwined with each other, with students, teachers, principals even, because we are having our swim meet tomorrow at Central, and it's a competition between teachers and students. So I don't know if this is TMI, but our vice principal Reed will be wearing a Speedo. So, and I'm telling you, that was their main way of advertising that. So, yeah, that'll be fun. They get to fundraise for their team. It's kind of like a little bit provocative, but don't think about it like that, $5 a ticket, I'm not going. I'm not that rich, but yeah. Our school's JROTC program is preparing for a mission brief coming up on January 16th. And this is essentially where they send down an inspector from JROTC, the airport for JROTC. And they will be inspected on their uniform, on their decorum, top sevens. And this will help our program to show how prestigious they are. They've had this occur in the past, and they've had one of the inspectors speak to the Air Force because they report back to the Air Force, and they spoke in high regards of Central. So our cadets and our sergeants and chiefs are really preparing for this upcoming event. Also, I'm not sure if you have heard about it, but we had some students and teachers from our AP African American classes, along with some from Putnam, go down to Springfield College this week. And they advocated for more AP African American study classes throughout, I believe, our district. And here there were some principals and teachers and professors from Springfield College, and our students were really happy. Our teachers were really happy going down and being able to share about their experiences, to share about how valuable the program is in itself. And I'm also in AP African American Studies, but I knew that other students would love to talk more about it than I would. It's nice to know that they're advocating for that. And we are also having a mock trial team for the first time in the Springfield Public Schools District at Central. So this is a program, a mock trial program held by the Mass Bar Association. And many prestigious schools, distinguished schools go, like Minnechaug and other schools I don't know. And we will be composing a team of at least 6 students. I believe it goes up to 14, so that we can get well versed with an actual judge, Judge Charles Gross III, which I know that Attorney Murphy knows him. I'm not sure if the rest of you do, but when I met him, he was very charismatic. He had a good impression on me. And I'm excited to work with other students, juniors, seniors, freshmen, sophomores, all alike, so that sometime in January, we will go and compete with other schools. And hopefully, as it is a competition, we will be able to go up and make it to statewide and, really show how distinguished the Springfield Public Schools District is. I believe that's all I have for you today. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Alexandra. Any questions or comments to Alexandra's report? Thank you again, dear. We appreciate that. We'll now move to the report of the superintendent. Superintendent Dr. Dinal.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I will do my best to keep it brief, but I would be remiss if I did not turn to the gentleman to my right and say that you all will be missed. I added up the years, and it has been 38 years of touching hearts, transforming minds, and changing lives. Your work here will live on in history. The work that you've accomplished as a team here on the Springfield Public Schools Committee will most definitely be spoken of for many years to come. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your commitment. And I was not part of your journey prior to July 15th, 2024, but I am grateful that God saw fit for the four of us to work together for such a time as this and to do great things for the students and the families of the city of Springfield. Thank you. I was fortunate to attend the Lego Robotics Qualifier competition. It was held a few Saturdays ago, and we have to thank Discovery High School under the leadership of Dr. Declan O'Connor and his teacher, I want to say her name is Laura Johnson, and administrators James Taylor and Farika Turner. They put on this regional event, and it could not have happened without Discovery High School. I also have to thank the Polybots. That is the robotics team, and they provided a gift for all of you, a couple of buttons from the event. The Polybots robotics team at Discovery High School, they compete throughout the region, and they also compete throughout the state. So we look forward to great things from Discovery High School as they rejoin Springfield Public Schools. Their gift is not as delicious as the gift from Van Sickle. Nonetheless, it is straight from the heart. So we thank them and we appreciate Discovery High School. Commissioner Pedro Martinez visited Zanetti Elementary School, and we enjoyed that visit. He came to see the strong teaching and learning and also the family engagement that takes place at Zanetti. Zanetti, as you know, consistently outperforms the district as well as some state indicators, and we are grateful that Principal Tara Clark and her team are educators who are focused on student learning, staff development, family empowerment, and making sure that everything that happens at Zanetti is centered around the success of the students there. So Principal Tara Clark, thank you so much. Please make sure you let your team know that we appreciated the students who showed up, the parents who took time out of their busy schedules to join the commissioner for a roundtable, and the educators who work there every day. Thank you, Principal Clark. I went to the Harris Computer Science Education Night, and Principal Harris and her team did a great job putting together an event in honor of Computer Science Week. We made bracelets. I have my bracelet. I didn't wear it tonight, but I made a bracelet based on coding, and we played other games that had to do with computer coding. The turnout wasn't what we wanted it to be because of the frigid temperatures that evening, but we were so grateful for the dedication of the staff. Principal Harris told me that her teachers put this together all on their own and volunteered their services. And we so appreciate the teachers that take that extra time to go the extra mile to provide these learning opportunities for students and their families. I met several parents there that evening who were alongside their children learning about computer science and coding. We appreciate you, Principal Harris. Keep up the good work. I love doing read alouds, and I invite each member of the school committee to please join us and volunteer with the Springfield School Volunteers and do a read aloud. It will make your day. The faces of our children at Glenwood just beamed with excitement as we dug into our book together, and we really enjoyed looking at the book, getting context clues, making self-to-text connections, and just really enjoying each other's company. One little boy, as I was leaving, he refused to wave at me because he did not want the story time to end. He wanted me to stay, so I promised I would come back. I'm telling you, please join us as we engage in these read aloud opportunities. You will not regret it. Thank you, Glenwood, for opening your doors to me. I'm grateful for the middle school math team, Dr. Dietrich Johnson and Assistant Superintendent Terry Poe, and several others are working diligently to ensure that we continue to offer algebra in the middle school. It has returned to our middle schools. Many of us here who sit before you, we enjoyed algebra in the middle schools, and we wanted our students to have that opportunity as well. So Dietrich Johnson is working with her team to provide support opportunities on the weekends. So Saturday school will be in session for those students who are aspiring to take algebra in the middle school, as well as those who are currently taking algebra in the middle schools. And we're just excited for what doors will be open to them in the high schools because they availed themselves of the opportunity of algebra in middle school. It just opens up their schedule for more college level courses, more AP opportunities, more internship opportunities, pre-apprenticeship opportunities. Just having that one class in middle school truly clears up and frees up their schedule for a lot of great opportunities that they can take advantage of in high school. So thank you, Dr. Dietrich Johnson, as well as all the members of her team for ensuring that we get that support for our middle school students, not just Monday through Friday, but on Saturdays as well. Just a few more items, I promise. Zanetti also hosted their computer science carnival night. It was a huge success. All the games were extremely fun, and we are so grateful again for Zanetti and all the excellent things that they do with their teachers and their families and their students. Special treat, SciTech Transition Academy students came and hosted a coffee cafe for us at 1550 Main Street. If you missed it, we'll let you know the next time we have it because it was truly a treat. Each and every one of our students were exceptional learners, and those are the individuals who are with us until their 22nd birthday. This coffee cafe gave them an opportunity to engage in real world learning. They were developing life skills that will help them to navigate everything that they will have to deal with as they move into adulthood. They were cashiers, servers, greeters. They did a phenomenal job, and I really appreciate them. But we also have to applaud the teachers who made it possible. None of this would be possible without those teachers at the Transition Academy at SciTech. So we applaud you, teachers. Thank you so much. And business was booming after we came back inside from supporting Renaissance in their march to the post office. We are still smiling because we just had a phenomenal time out there with our music and our bubble machines. And I heard there was some line dancing before I came on out to cheer our students on down towards the post office. They started here, I believe, on the steps of City Hall, and they were greeted warmly by alumni of Springfield Public Schools as well as other elected officials. This is a tradition that honors the hard work, perseverance, and dedication of those students who have maintained a GPA that allowed them to apply to multiple colleges. In the past, when we were still using paper applications, they would literally march to the post office and mail the applications. However, technology has changed that, but nevertheless, the tradition remains. And I'm so glad that parents who chose to drive instead of walk with their students were able to see those of us from central office cheering them on enthusiastically. I jumped so high and so hard, my phones were flying out my pocket, and we were just having a great time. And I really know that they felt supported. The staff members who were walking with the students were shocked and amazed at the volume of people who came out to cheer them on in the cold as they made their way down to the post office. Thank you, Principal Wright. Thank you, staff and team of Renaissance. And thank you, Central Office, for bringing the fun and the support to our students. we're in the home stretch. I want the mayor to have the last word, so I'm going to skip over a couple of items and then turn over the MSBA good news to our mayor. We are grateful for the partnership of the Hispanic American Library and the Martin Luther King Jr. Center. They have joined forces with us to create learning opportunities for students and families within the community. And you'll get much more information on that as it develops, but we're just excited and looking forward to it. And we continue to build strong and new partnerships that benefit our students and families through the Urban League. We met with them this week. We were able to create some plans, and they will be partnering with us as we endeavor to lift our fourth strategic district priority, that of post-secondary success. Last but certainly not least, I'm asking the mayor to please elaborate and share the good news about MSBA as they continue to partner with Springfield Public Schools.
Thank you, Superintendent Dr. Denal. We had a Zoom board meeting with the Mass School Building Authority, Treasurer Goldberg and her team. I've had outstanding relationship from Tim Cahill, Steve Grossman, now Deb Goldberg, and we were the first. They asked us. We were the first to pilot dual schools, which was Lincoln, Brightwood. And when I did that, I said, I'll do that if you give me DeBerry Homer, which is now DeBerry Swan. We did that. So already in the pipeline, we have White Street, Kensington. But next in the pipeline, and because of our financial stability and strength, though, we'll have to keep an eye on it with the federal situation that continues to trickle down to the state, then to us. We're going to move on Washington Street School and Beale School. Washington Street School was built at the end of World War I. Beale School was built while President John F. Kennedy was president. With Beale, the dual school will be on the Beale acreage. We have plenty of room to do that. So Harena is, that's moving forward. Then next we have the White Street, Kensington. And as Mr. Collins said, we're getting in the pipeline for Washington and Beale School. We're going to continue to invest in our physical plant, whether it's new schools or rehab. But we did get a kind of fervent answer. And, it's not going to happen right away down the road. So we have a couple of school projects already lined up after the Harena project. And I want to thank my city side team, Kathy Bono, my CAFO, Dr. No, I call her. She's got to find the money for me to pay for it. I want to thank the school side team with Superintendent Dr. Denal and Pat Roach on it. Best investment you can make is in your school system. So we're going to continue to do that. And so it was a good meeting. It was a good meeting. Yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, it's your show.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This ends my report. I just want to remind the school committee members to please review the contract report that is in your folder. Feliz Navidad. I hope I said that right.
You did.
Okay, thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, all those wonderful things. Go out and make memories with your families. Thank you.
Any questions or comments of Superintendent Dr. Denal's report? Okay, hearing none, we'll now move to unfinished business. Hearing none, we'll move to new business.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
before Zell leaves the room, if she could come up and the three new reps and have a picture of us passing our seats to the new people, because unlike the current administration in Washington, we believe in a peaceful transition of governance.
Yeah. He's speaking like a movie producer here. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so and the new business, but anything else? If there's nothing else, is there a motion to? Well, let's get the photo shot though, while we're live on camera. Come on up, Manny, Rosa, Ayana.
You don't get their cookies, though.
Ha.
Their seeds, but not the cookies.
You get to see who
No, that's right, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, you take your seats. Take your seats, and they'll stand behind you. Yeah. Very nice gesture, Mr. Collins. Thank you. Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn? Motion by Ms. Hurst, seconded by Vice Chair Naylor. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Gonzalez? Attorney Murphy? Mr. Collins?
Yes.
Ms. Gresham?
Yes.
Ms. Hurst? Ms. Naylor? Mayor Sarno?
Yes, more than sufficient votes. This matter passes. We wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, a joyous New Year, good health, and God bless. Thank you for watching.